Hey, yo. All right. Yo, we up in this thing, man. We up in here. You know, day after Easter. So let me be the first to say happy Easter to everyone. You know, hope you got a chance to get it in with your fam. We all know what Easter's about, whether you Easter egg hunting, you know what I'm saying, you're chasing bunny rabbits, you know, or you understand that this is a day for the resurrection, you know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that you do and however you celebrate, we hope that you guys had a fun and safe Easter. I say right now it's the next day. It's a Monday. A lot of things was going on last week. I'm pretty sure people want to know how we feel about certain things. And as you guys know, we do light social commentary. We don't really get too deep into a lot of things that everybody else got going on. But there's certain stuff that just can't be avoided. And we've had some requests. They want to know how the Hangout feels about this certain topic. So I think it's about time that we let them know, man, what we think about this thing. So right now we're going to bring in that boy X, you know what I'm saying, and let him lead this thing off and let you guys know what's even going on if y'all wondering, like, what is this whole thing that's happening right here in the world. So, X, my man, what it do?
Salute, partner. How y'all doing? It's your neighborhood resident villain. We're here to talk about a topic that, honestly, if you haven't heard about it, you must be getting that Patrick Star sleep. You're sleeping under a rock. You know what I'm saying? That must be some real good sleep that you're doing there.
That's right.
Because the world's talking about this. This has gone beyond the realm of sports. It's gone beyond the realm of competition.
Yeah.
All right. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about that Caitlin Clark. We're talking about that Angel Reese situation. You know what I'm saying? NCAA Women's Championships. LSU. We all know by now they took the dub 102-85.
That's right. That's right.
Competitive game, up and down, back and forth. Say what you want. Angel scoring 15 points. Caitlin scoring 30. They are the next rivalry going on in the NCAA. And it's up because that game was mostly worldwide views last night. I think they got something like 9 million views.
Yeah, they did better than the man.
Oh, wow. For real? Oh, that's crazy.
They did their thing. A lot more views than a lot of other sports lately, too, that they were saying. It was the most watched game.
Wow.
So I know y'all know what we get finna talk about.
That's right.
Because if 9 million of y'all watched it, y'all know what's going on.
And they told somebody. Out of those 9 million, somebody else.
Somebody told somebody.
That's right.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody.
That was the most watched game in women's history, like basketball history.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Out of all the other games. Yeah.
That I didn't.
I'm glad they got those eyes. I'm just glad that they got the eyes where they deserve to be.
For sure.
And they got to stay shine where they need to be.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, in this situation, apparently, you know, friendly banter and friendly competition isn't too friendly to the world. It's okay when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the line. You can finish it from there.
Yeah, no.
But Caitlin Clark has been on the rise, as some sports commentators have called her a female Steph Curry, where she just pull up from anywhere. She just shoot that thing from the parking lot. And I ain't gonna hold you. The games I was watching, she was going crazy, Ray. I mean, I know you probably checked it out too. She was going crazy.
Oh yeah,
and deservingly so.
I hope our sports section checked it out.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you know, one of the rising stars in LSU, Angel Reese, has been a no-nonsense competitor. You know, female Kobe Bryant. You know, I said when this situation happened, Kobe was smiling. He was happy.
Yeah.
You know, he loved the competition. You know what I'm saying? Her trash talk reminds me of that. But to speed things up, Caitlin kind of popularized and brought back a certain taunt to all my wrestling fans, you know, even though Tony Ayo popularized it by having his hand in his face and dancing behind him.
Okay.
Because he didn't want his face to be seen.
Okay.
Because he was on the run. Tony Ayo was on the run. So he was like, y'all, you know. But popular wrestler John Cena popularized it as a taunt throughout his WWE career back in 2004 and onward. He's basically just like synonymous with this taunt.
Nice.
Right? So y'all can call it the Cena. It's originally the Yayo. Cena gives props to Yayo. Yayo acknowledges Cena. That's cool. But Caitlin Clark from Iowa popularized the taunt back into sports. And everybody, you know, they was like, yeah, you get it, girl. Talk your thing. Go on, yeah, you do your thing. But then they met LSU.
They met some real balls.
So LSU.
Okay.
hey, Ray, they met some dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They got some dogs on that team. And Angel Reese, you know, hey,
Double queen.
they already said going into that championship. I'm telling you, look, going into that championship game, they basically said, before the game even started, LSU was like, that girl can ball. We respect all that taunting stuff she's doing. We're not going to take that.
Right.
Okay? That's not allowed on our court. And what did they do? They went out there, balled. They had a game for the ages. But Angel Reese came into a lot of fire because she took Caitlin's taunt, did it back to her. She said, we got that ring, though.
Yeah.
It was all that trash I was talking because we got that ring.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? And friendly sports banter. You know what I mean? Back and forth, right? Harmless, right? Everybody, like, he's a moment. Talk your talk, dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all up, y'all doing y'all thing.
Right.
Do your thing. But Price allegedly, you know, not everybody felt that way, dog. As Foden Water alluded to, this was the most watched basketball female game in history.
Right.
There was a lot of new eyes on the product. And a lot of those new eyes, they got to talking, dog. They got to talking. They just talk left, right, up, down, side to side. And they just, in my opinion, there was a lot of comments that were just completely unnecessary. Even if you're not a sports fan, do your due diligence.
Right.
If you're a media outlet, you're supposed to do your due diligence. You know what I mean? You don't just hop on the keyboards like all the other warriors out there. And you call someone, for lack of a better term, a piece of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What type of human being is that? And then what it did was all that commentary took it way out of the sports realm, dog. So now this has become a worldwide topic. And I got to ask my guys how they feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I need to know how y'all feel about that, dog.
Well, I'll say first, man, thank you very much for doing what you just did, bro. Because, I mean, you just replayed everything. You laid it out real nice. And I feel like there shouldn't be anybody listening right now that doesn't have an idea, or at least a grasp of what's going on right now. You know, whether you're in sports or not or whatever, you should be able to see the one main component there, which is contradictions, you know. And that's what it is for me. You know, I didn't keep up with everything and know who was doing what, and didn't know all of the Bayou Barbies and the names and everybody got and so forth and so on. That's, by the way, y'all, that's why we have a sports section. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got X-Ray Vision, because these guys keep us up on everything sports related. You know what I'm saying? And as y'all see, they do a heck of a job. All right. But for me,
my man's proud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but for me, man, that's what it boils down to me. Like that's what I hear. I hear the contradictions. I hear basically you're saying that it was okay for one person to do something, but it wasn't okay for the next person to do it.
She got praised for doing it.
Right, you know, you're getting praised. And let me say this now, from sports, you know, I'm more of an old school sports person. You know what I'm saying? You know, I used to watch it back in the day. But that just sounds like competition to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was the men, it would be okay for them to do it. You know, like nobody really stops the games or makes a big deal about the men taunting each other and talking trash. And what I've heard about the main complaints with women is that they're expected to be, you know, so classy and this and that and whatever. You know, they don't stoop down to the levels of the men or this, whatever. So they're playing a sport. Yeah. It gets passionate. It gets heated, you know. And sometimes it's fun. You know, I just remember myself just being back in, you know, in the backyard talking trash with the fellas, you know what I'm saying? And it get heated sometimes. Somebody might even get in their feelings a little bit. But after the game and all that, it's all good. Everybody shake hands. They keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? Which looked like, to me, the same thing that they were doing. You know, to me, it looked like they had a mutual respect for each other. And they just had a chance to throw a couple verbal jabs. You know what I'm saying? It didn't get physical like it does sometimes with the men. You know what I'm saying? The men will throw the blows, you know. The women just threw some verbal jabs and they had some things to say and so forth and so on. But for me, man, I don't like the contradictions. You know, and I know it's sad, man, that it always has to go to a racial, you know, thing or whatever. But unfortunately, this woman was white and the other woman was black. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And my question is, what would it have been if it was two white women or two black women or an Asian woman and a Hispanic woman? Would it have been? Would it have garnered the same attention that it has now?
Probably wouldn't have been a story.
Probably wouldn't even been a story.
with most of these comments even came out of somebody's mouth, had they just not just looked at two ethnicities and then said what they said, you know?
Yeah. So that's the sad part about it for me is that, you know, we're still on that. And as much as we try our best to move on from it, race is still very much a factor. It's still much of a driving point out here with most things. Yeah. And it's truly unfortunate because we can't move past it because of things like that. You know what I mean? So that's the unfortunate part about it for me. Ray, what you thinking, man?
No, I actually, you know, I watched the game, enjoyed it, you know. I've been knowing Angel Reese since her Maryland days, so she been there, you know.
Okay.
I like that she getting the shine right now because she
earned it.
Real life baller. Yeah, she earned it, you know.
Right.
She done had a rocky couple years, too. Yeah.
I'm sorry, X, I didn't hear you.
No, I was just speaking to what you were saying. I'm glad that she's finally getting her shine.
Oh, yeah.
She had an injury that kind of derailed her freshman year in Maryland. And
yeah.
She getting these NIL deals. She already had plenty, but, you know, with all this happening, you know, this just brought more light to her, which is good, you know, because, you know, she got the nickname, the Bayou Barbie, the double queen. The girl, she just flat out ball. I like her game, man. She bring it every time she plays. She just got that motivation, that intensity, man. She brings it, you know.
Yeah. Could she beat you in a game?
Possibly, yeah. She's 6'3". But, you know,
she's 6'3", for real? I didn't know that.
Man.
Wow.
I love Angel.
Oh, Barbie.
I almost thought about sliding them DMs. I'm like,
you said, you got it, big dog. You got it.
Hey. You hear that, Angel Reese? You see somebody sliding? You see CBR, yo, DM, you know what I mean? That's what's up.
CBR ain't playing no games, man.
Yeah, no, she's a lovely woman. I saw her and I was like, oh yeah, she's definitely a lovely woman, which would be off-putting if you saw her on the street. You wouldn't think that she would cross you up that way. You know what I'm saying? You know,
like you shot it in, get in your face. It's like
what? Yeah, no, man. No, I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that, and I have a lot of respect for her in the way that I've seen them handle it. You know, I know there was an issue about the thing about the White House and so forth and so on. And, you know, that's just emotion. That's a passion. You know what I'm saying? Of course, your first initial thing will be like, what? Oh, you didn't want us the first time. Forget you. You know what I mean?
Well, I ain't never invited losers to the White House, man.
Right.
We ain't finna start that now.
Right.
You know, that's how I feel about it, too.
And with this topic, too,
try again, yeah.
If you win, you get your invite to the White House.
Right. That's how you get up in there, yeah. So I'm curious, though, because, for one, let me say, first of all, for those viewers who can see, I have my Houston Mambas jersey on, you know what I mean, representing my daughter's team she played for, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, went to go see them play past 2 weekends, you understand what I'm saying? They 1-1 right now. So I'm definitely down with women's sports, you know, women doing their thing out in the sports world. I'm definitely an advocate, you know, I'm definitely a supporter, as you guys can see. So for me, man, you know, I definitely want to make sure that, you know, we're not getting lost in the sauce, man, and taking away from what this is really about, which is, man, these women got out there and they bust their butt. Oh, yeah. They broke records. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of positive things that's behind this, and the main thing that's getting focused on is the taunts, you know, and the contradictions, and that's what's unfortunate because that's what happens. For example, Questlove won an Academy Award the same year that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Yeah. That's not highlighted. The only thing that's highlighted is the slap heard around the world. You know what I mean? So it's really easy for negativity to take over positivity and become the limelight. You know what I mean? That's the main subject, and we got to try to get away from that, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to try to focus on the positive things that came from the situation. So,
that's the world we live in.
It is.
Man,
Yep. It is.
You're highlighted for negative more than positive.
Every time.
It's a shame.
Every time. Well, you know, ratings, you know, ratings-wise, they want the drama. They want the fightings. They want the arguing, the bickering. They want to see, you know, the black against black. This is how you get your ratings.
That don't need to be started, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree, because what you already got there is an organic rivalry that already sprouted from competition. There's no need to be, that's a white girl, that's a black girl, they button heads. Let's all make it a race thing. It's the sport of competition that's a rivalry that naturally blew up. You know what I mean? Right. Let that story tell itself. Let these warriors get in the ring, duke it out. Because at the end of the day, Caitlyn showed love. Angel showed love.
Right.
Yeah. Why is the world around it making this more than what it needs to be?
Yeah. Yeah. They want the drama because see the dramas was fun. The drama's exciting and and all that stuff here. All that love and hug it out and whatever. That's that's not exciting for anybody. You know what I mean? We need the drama.
Yeah.
There are some people like what was quoted in the movie that just want to see the world burn. There's some people that just like that. They feed off of that negativity. You know what I mean? So they got to try to keep it going. You
Absolutely right.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But we got two more people that need to chime in on this thing. You know what I'm saying? I think what we'll do is, since we've had the, 4 men come in or 3 men come in so far, Bree, what are you thinking about? I mean, how does this make you feel as a woman to see this negativity overtake all the positive things that these women did this past week?
It doesn't look good, especially for up and coming people that want to play basketball. Women that want to play basketball and they look at what they may have to go through for the future. So it doesn't look good to them. And they're probably thinking dang, gotta watch what I do now. But I think that LSU, since they didn't go to the White House, right? They didn't accept that, right?
I think they're going to set a date to go,
Yeah. They accepted it. They're going to go.
Oh, they did?
What happened is, they're going to go because they rescinded the invitation to Iowa, obviously because the logistics of it all. And some of the players on LSU wanted to go to the White House, so they are, as a team, going to go.
Okay. That'll make me not want to go, but, because of...
Yeah.
So
you want us to come, you know, and you invited the team that lost, along with us. So you can just go ahead and take them since you feel so sorry for them. You know what I'm saying? It's just they lost. Exactly. They shouldn't have got invited. That wasn't fair.
They wouldn't have got invited, right? Yeah.
Heard a word from
yeah, that wasn't fair, and I just feel like the president. It doesn't look good for his wife to be inviting them, especially if you want to run for president next year.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're going to lose.
He already said he was going to, so.
Yeah, he's out speaking about it. So it's like you really need to reconsider, or you need to come out and make a statement or something. It's going to look like you're racist. That
He'd
was
be like,
wrong.
look, Jill did that when I was asleep, man. I ain't tell her to say nothing. Like, Jill, sit down. Jill, you and Jack go back up that hill.
She needs to stay in the house.
Sit down and don't say nothing.
Yeah.
She needs to stay in the house. If you're going to do stuff like that. I need to monitor where you're going. But I do know that Alexis, I think her last name is, I don't want to say it wrong, Clarkston. I think that's her last name. She was the most valuable player of the game. And Angel Reese, she won the MOP. I looked that up. She won the MOP of the game. Alexis was the most valuable player. And Alexis, in the second half, she outplayed Caitlin Clark on both ends of the floor. She defeated her at a high level, and she outshot her on the offenses. They controlled the game from beginning to end, so it's like they was destined to win that, you know. So the president just probably felt sorry for the other team, and it probably enhanced it more when she made the hand gesture, which is dumb to me because you're supposed to trash talk in sports. You know? I don't know if she even knew that the other girl did that before. Did she do it on the same game, or was it an old game?
She did it to the team before, the South Carolina team. Yeah.
Right.
So I wonder, do she even know that?
Well, she
did
knows
she
what
even
she
know
did,
that?
You know, she did that.
You know it.
She did.
Because when you getting close to the big one, you got your eyes on your competition because you're trying to see who y'all eventually might have to run into.
Right.
She was making a name for herself throughout the tournament, so everybody kind of kept their eyes on her, like, okay, we might have to worry about Caitlin.
Well, I guess you do know she attended the game. So, I mean, yes, it was wrong. And for you to be supposed to be a leader, you're supposed to, watch everything you do. You walk in some different shoes. You're supposed to know. I know you felt sorry for the other team, but that was just wrong. If you're going to do it behind the scenes where nobody knows. You know what I mean? We don't want to know that because we're going to feel some type of way.
Yeah.
When ain't nobody looking.
Yeah, so, that's just wrong. I just want to say shout out to LSU. Y'all continue to do y'all thing. Y'all very smart. Y'all gotten this far. Y'all seem like some beautiful, bright girls. Just do y'all thing and just don't stop. Like, y'all, for it to be the highest viewed game, like, that is wild. Like,
it is.
crazy. You know, for women's basketball.
And it marks a change. You know, right now like this happening is good because it marks a change. You know, you know where they say the men dominate this, and you know it's all about the men, or it's all about this, or about this color, or it's all, you know, whatever. And we have some things changing now. Just a changing of the guards. Okay, the women brought in more views than the men. Okay, unheard of, and definitely something to support. Because you do want, like you said, Bree, you do want those other women that's looking at it saying, "Ooh, that could be me one day." You know, it's possible. You the same way young black boys and girls now can say, "Oh, well, we can be president one day." You know what I mean? Things can change, and you need stuff like this to happen in order for change to happen. Yeah. So I'm happy about that, man. That's what I'm saying. Look at all these things that we're pointing out. But the only thing that's pointed out is the taunt. The taunt in the white and black, you know, and then, you know, what the president doing. And as you was talking about that, Bree, you brought up some good points, because if that was Obama, right, and the shoe was on the other foot, and LSU lost, and then he's trying to do the same thing, which I understand what they're trying to do. Your heart's in the right place, but you got to think that out some and say, you know what, they might take this the wrong way. Because if Obama had invited LSU as losers, then they would have said, oh, well, you know, you're doing it because they black and so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was smart enough to kind of maneuver a little bit better than that through those waters. You know what I'm saying? You know, and understand that and read the room. I don't think the president and his wife read the room.
Yeah. They just wanted our there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, clearly.
And on that, and to add to that note, you got to think about it. 4 years is a lot of time. You know how many teams have already been in the White House, who have already won the championships all over across sports and have already attended the White House? So you didn't follow the pattern that's already been going on. You know what I mean? You already just had the team who won the Super Bowl.
Just talk about the previous one.
Gotcha.
You know, the previous one. You know, there was never an invitation.
I did not.
Eagles didn't get a chance to, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't get a chance to go in there. You know? Like, this has been a thing in sports. You know what I'm saying? The winning team, the best team that won the championship, got that invitation to the White House.
Nobody else got it before that loss. So, you know, you should have known.
Why are we starting that tradition now? You know, read the room. You've already had X amount of teams in there since you took office in 2020. What's the change now?
Right.
Yeah. Because if it had been vice versa and LSU lost and the girl did the movement instead of her on this game, they wouldn't have got invited either. Still wouldn't have got invited. So it's still a race thing. We know this. LSU wouldn't have got invited if they lost.
Jill say, well, we want to invite our because they played hard. And
as long as you play hard, you can come to the White House.
That's just an excuse.
Right, yeah, just baseball. Right. See,
right. Nobody feelings.
And see, that's funny because you know we know how it is. Our boy, I'll say Joseph Thomas. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to get any issues or whatever. But you know, his thing he brought up before is that mediocrity has been celebrated lately now. Yeah. Like you don't have to try that hard anymore. You know what I'm saying? You get the same thing that everybody else gets and so forth, so on. Then what's the point of trying hard? What's the
participation trophy?
Right. What's the point of practicing harder than other people doing, or are you training harder, whatever? You train harder, you won. That's because you went harder. You trained harder. But you're saying, oh well, I mean they kind of train, so won't you let them get a trophy too? And like, come on, man. You know, we can't keep doing that. We can't keep celebrating mediocrity all the time. You understand what I'm saying? And I get it. You know, you want this kid to feel, you know, welcome to and so forth and so on. But I'm sorry. Sometimes somebody's got to win and somebody has to lose.
Always be the winner.
It's just what it is. Everything has an opposite. If you have a winner, you have a loser. You have up, you have a down, left and right, so forth and so on. It's just what happens, man. So again, that's why I'm talking about the contradictions, man. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, because how do you grow in your field if you're awarded? You know what I mean? If you're awarded for losing, you can never grow.
Right. That's right. There's no need to train. There's no need to try hard because you're like, well, you know, they'll invite me to the White House anyway, so I don't have to go that hard. Coach, why you tripping?
Yeah.
We're going to the White House. What you tripping off of? So yeah, no, I understand, man. And Bree, you brought some good points, and X, you did as well, man. I was just curious, Bree, to see how you felt about it because there are a lot of women doing great things in sports. You know, before, if we go back, it was like every now and then, right? A breakout person like Jackie Jonah Kersey or something, right? Layla Ali. right? You know what I'm saying? But it was like so far stretched between the next thing. Now you're having like every few years you got, you know, some woman just killing it, just crushing it. And I'm happy to see that, man. You know, like I said, for the little girls out there who they don't want to be in the kitchen cooking meals all day or something. You know what I'm saying? They actually want to get out and do some sports and so forth. Cooking is not for everybody. And I can tell you, I've tasted some people's cooking. It's not for everybody, okay? Yeah. I be like, nah, this ain't your game, baby. You need to be out there, you know what I'm saying, crossing people up, you know what I'm saying? But there are women who just feel that way.
That's wild, yo. That's wild.
And so I'm just happy that they have an outlet as well, something that they like to do to feel included. Because that's what it's all about, inclusion. Inclusion, that everybody wants to feel included. Everybody wants a shot. Everybody wants a chance. And like I said, I'm just happy to be living in these times where I get to see these changes, you know, where we have women who are setting records and so forth and so on. So I think it's absolutely amazing.
No doubt.
But Title IX made it equal for men and women. So what we did find out was that 2 players were not into the draft because of the WNBA official rules, which requires players to be 22 years old the year of the draft. The other option, according to the rules, is have already graduated from a 4-year college or university, or graduate from the 3-month period following the draft. What do y'all think about that?
Yeah, it'd be insane for Angel Reese to go to the WNBA draft, man. Like I said earlier, you know, with the NIL deal she got, man, she got over 19 of them, you know, and she getting money. She making more money than NBA players right now.
Oh, word?
Well, WNBA players.
WNBA, okay.
She bringing in 6 figures.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what people want to see, a little bit more equality across the board.
Oh, yeah.
So we have that problem with jobs. We have that problem with actors and actresses. You know, there's plenty of times that Brad Pitt was going to make more than, you know what I mean, Angelina Jolie or something in the same movie because he's a man, he's a woman, whatever. So we have all these issues that's already out there. And when you have these things that come up, that just, like I said, fuels the fire, you know. I am strictly a person who is, what's that old saying, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Good for the gander.
If it's okay for this person to do it, it's got to be okay for that person to do it. Or okay for them for both of them not to do it. Plain and simple. But now it's time to see what SC got to say. You know what I'm saying? I think we've got everybody else's opinion. And SC, what you think about this thing, man?
Let's see. Gotta say
that thing thrice.
Let's see.
Yeah, not really a big opinion, but I will just give my thoughts about it. Basketball, sports period, is a competitive game. You know, once you jump into it, especially once you in the championship or you going for something, you in there competing. Sometimes things get heated. So like you said earlier, you know, it's a lot of trash talk. It's a lot of stuff going on. So I think people on the outside, they might look at it and take things too serious, you know. Everybody got their opinion. So in my opinion, saying that, the internet is a gift and a curse. Yep. You know, it allows everybody to give their opinion, and in some aspects, everybody's thoughts is not always needed in every aspect, you know. Congratulations, LSU. Both of the teams did their thing, and I'm going to kind of leave it at that, you know. Well, when it come back to that music, though, you know, I have a little bit more to talk about.
So, as someone who's like not so much into it, what did you feel like the first time you heard it? Like when you first heard about what happened, what did it make you feel?
Oh, it was funny. Yeah. It was all over online. I mean, I didn't take it that serious because I already knew what it was. Sometimes people make things more serious than it is. Even Caitlin, she made a video and she posted and she said she didn't see nothing wrong with it because she know they're both competitive in the game. So she knew what was up,
right?
You know. So if you search online, that's also out there for you to see.
Yeah, no, and that's cool. I have watched how professional they've been about it. You know what I'm saying? As much as they've tried to say, oh, this is classless or this is whatever, both women, I think, have actually handled this very well. And you're right, it's been all the messy people on the sidelines with all their opinions that's been fueling this fire, man, just fanning the flames. Because like I was saying earlier, some people, they just thrive off of negativity. And that's the part that's unfortunate about it. And hopefully, you know, for those who are listening to us to see where we stand with it, look, man, man. We're just happy. We're trying to champion these women, you know, that's out here changing the game and breaking records and so forth, and that's what we want to champion. You know what I mean? So we're trying to stay away from all of this, you know, all this white person and this black person and so forth and so on. And again, just stick with the fact that it's just wrong to say one group of people or person can do something and another one can't. You know, no matter the race, the gender, or you know what I'm saying? Whatever they are, the backgrounds, however, man, you know, keep it fair across the board. Make it equal for everyone. And then when you do that, then this world becomes a better place to live in, you know? But as long as you have this type of stuff going on, and every single time, man, oh, that white person said this about this black person, or this, so forth and so on, or whatever, man, that's the part that gets just gets tiring, man. You know, I would love for it to be just focused on, hey, these women broke some records, and they're doing this, and they're doing that, whatever, and let's champion that part, but nope. You know, so for all you people out there that's holding on to this race card and all this other stuff and whatever, man, let it go, man.
Get off of it.
Get off of it, man. Come on, man. Just be happy that these women did their thing out here. You know? Yeah. Tell them, X. Tell them, yo. Tell them.
Get it off your chest.
Take it off your chest, baby. You know,
hey, touch some grass.
That's right. That's right. You know, look at us. For example, we couldn't do this without Bree Millie. You understand? Bree Millie is a vital part of this operation.
No doubt.
You know, ladies, for y'all out there, she's your voice. She's representing you. There's conversations that we have. She lets us know how she feels about it. She's not afraid to say, you know, what she needs to say, and so forth and so on. And we treat her as equal as everyone else on this board. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else on this podcast. You know, she has just a more vital part to play than all of us. You know, and we're trying to set the example. You know, the thing about it is, you can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. You got to be the change. You know, we've said that before. If you want to be the change, this is where it starts. So hopefully you guys are paying attention to what we're doing. We're not just sitting here saying all this stuff here. We're actually trying to set examples and say, this is what we do over here. It would be nice if everyone else could follow that trend. You know what I mean? Treat everyone the same. So, I mean, everybody's equal, right? I mean, y'all taller, I'm shorter, you know? Right?
One bad, one sound.
One bad, yeah, you know what I'm saying? One bad, one sound. Hey, there you go. Boy, you gonna make me watch that drum line, dog. We were just talking about that the other day, that drum line.
In the group.
Hey. Nobody, exactly. Because ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. That's all from all my Temptation fans out there. Y'all know what it is. But I'm happy to know where y'all stand, to know how your minds work. It's part of the reason why I'm here. I stand beside y'all. I stand with y'all on this podcast because we have so many great conversations. And guys, I'm telling y'all don't even hear nothing. This is nothing compared to the conversation that we have offline.
For real,
we always like, we should have recorded that. So that's why, that's our motivation to start this podcast. And one day, I promise y'all, I know y'all are probably like, who are y'all in the first place? We are having that podcast come, that segment come where we're going to get a chance to introduce ourselves and give you a little bit of our backgrounds and tell you why we think we should be on a podcast talking to you guys. We're not better than any of you. We don't know any more than you guys or whatever, but we are, I would say, brave enough to get out on these microphones and these videos and talk to y'all and interact with y'all. So that's the reason why, guys, we have so many great conversations and we think y'all should be part of it. And that's what we do here to hang out, because you guys are a part of us. We're to hang out and you guys are to hang out as well. So
it's the experience, baby.
For sure. So I like to end this off the way we started it. X, I think it'd be good, man, if you take us out a little bit, give us your final thoughts on this thing. Where do you think it's going? Where are we with it now, and where do you think this is going?
Well, big dog, if you had to ask me, there's a little bit of worry because as SCSC, I say it thrice, just like my boy.
Okay.
As he said, the internet is a gift and a curse. It does give a lot of people a proper platform to elevate and to destroy.
Yeah.
So I just pray that as we're growing and more as a society, that y'all take that vital 45 seconds. It ain't got to be 40, 30, 15. Think. Think with what your mama gave you. Think with what your papa gave you.
That's right.
Use this. I know my head big.
That's what it's there for.
But use the noggin. Think You know what I'm saying? Think before y'all just tweet out something maliciously. Think before y'all speak without being misinformed.
Right.
Take a few seconds to be informed. Help one another. Lift each other up. We are all one love, one voice, one nation. We could be that.
That's right.
You know, as Price said. But I pray daily that we get there. The steps are there. The blueprint's there. It's all laid out. It's just getting people to get along on the train. You know what I'm saying? Some people look at the station. Some people walk past the station slowly. Some people are already on board.
Right.
And I just pray that the rest of you not only enjoy your life, live your life, touch grass, but get on this train with us. Get on this train with us to unity. Get on this train with us to love. And stop the hate.
That's right.
Because y'all too grown to be hating. Y'all too grown.
Yeah.
All y'all.
Yeah.
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 If you got hate in you, it's something within you that you need to, you know, figure out what's going on. You know, for you to hate on people, to even to go, you know, online and go to people pages to threaten them or to say something bad or to say something you don't like. Like me, I don't have any friends that go online and just bully people just to be typing stuff. I don't like that.
Right.
You know, that shows you who your character is. Like, just to go online to bully, that's just a bad character to me. Exactly. And I just want everybody to, you know, just work on yourself. Even if you don't think you got nothing to change, you have something to change. Everybody has something in them that they can change to make better. So, you know, it starts with yourself, you know. Right. So work on that.
Very well said, Bree. Hey, very well. This message was brought to you by Bree.
Dog.
I see you, girl. Giving goosebumps over here. I see you. That's what's up.
Yeah, I want to say a lot of people don't have a lot of respect for themselves or other people. To me, it starts with yourself. If you have enough respect for yourself, then you will for others, you know? And people don't know how to have respect. For themselves. You know, you would know how to treat people because you would respect yourself first. You would respect yourself to know not to treat this person messed up. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it starts with yourself. Learn how to respect.
No doubt.
People just have bad manners. Everybody wasn't taught with good manners.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Shout out to your mama. I appreciate the good manners.
Shout out to my mom too.
No doubt. Yeah. Now that was very, very well said. You know, basically, Bree is saying you better respect yourself before you wreck yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But
you best get wrecked.
Yeah.
You best get wrecked.
No doubt. No doubt.
These people the wrong way, dog.
Yep. Very well said. So X Bree, we appreciate that. Ray, what you got? Closing thoughts?
Man, I just want to give a shout out to the LSU Lady Tigers, man. Big ups to y'all. Y'all did y'all thing, and hey, looking forward to seeing y'all there again next year. Let's take it back to back. Go Tigers!
All right. Go Tigers, baby.
That's the biggest statement they could give. Back to back.
Oh yeah, they definitely they probably gonna see Iowa again. You know, we got a little rivalry going there. So
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. A good healthy rivalry though. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's fighting or nothing like that, but it's good competition, man. No doubt. They're definitely on my radar now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Watch them, boy. That must see TV.
Yeah, man.
Girls Entertainment. Follow their social media accounts too, man.
No doubt. That's right. That's right. So yeah, support y'all support them. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about all this other stuff. The other stuff is just background noise. Just support these women that's breaking records and doing all these things, you know. So, Essie, you got some last words, man? You want to lead the people with some? I mean, everybody's got some good little stuff to say, man. You know, got some lucky charms
for them. Dog. You got it.
Nah, everybody just keep going up, keep doing what you're doing. You know, put those blinders on and don't let nobody throw you off your game, basically. That's all I want to say.
Okay. I see how you tie that in, throw you off your game. I see what you did there. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, and someone was brought to our attention that this competition, this kind of rivalry that they had would remind you of Magic and Bird back in the day when...
Old school rivalry.
Yeah. When the Lakers would go against the Celtics, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was cool for them. Now, people know, I mean, it's known that Bird...
was the biggest trash.
He was the biggest trash talker, man.
Head, man.
Yeah, he was the biggest trash talker. Nobody's ever said anything. You know what I mean? You know.
Jordan was real competitive.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know. And theirs started in college, you know.
Okay.
So I mean, come on. I mean, that's a rivalry that's been going on for a long time. You understand what I'm saying? So we again, we got to stop with the contradictions. And if it's okay for the men, it has to be okay for the women. You know, plain and simple.
Yeah, it is.
I think for me, you know, piggybacking off some of the things that you guys said, X, Bree, a lot of those things do have to stop. The bullying, you know, online stuff, you know, I mean, me myself, you know, and Ray, I was a Rocket League fiend. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, for y'all don't know what Rocket League is, this is a game on PlayStation or all the platforms rather that I loved. I would always be like, how does somebody play a game for 10 years? People are like, I've been playing World of Warcraft and I've been playing this. How do you play a game for 10 years? And then I played that game for 5 years straight. You know what I mean? I was all about it. And I only really got off of it because it got so toxic. Right? It got so toxic that, I mean, people would literally come on and tell me, they don't even know me, but tell me, hey, listen, after the game, do me a favor, go kill yourself. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you serious, man? You know, and not knowing what state of mind I'm in at that moment. You know what I mean? I could have been playing the game because something just tragic happened in my life, and I'm one move away from killing myself, and then this person says this, and I'm like, well, you know what? What's the point now? You know what I mean? I can't go anywhere without feeling this kind of way. And like you said, these keyboard warriors, X, you know, they get to sit behind the screen and say all of this stuff and not have to worry about the repercussions. You know what I mean? Because more than likely, they won't even hear about this person if they actually did cure themselves. They don't care about it. But
they're not gonna say a word to your face.
Oh no, yeah, punch them right in it.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So there's no repercussions, there's no consequences to it. So they get to do all of this and then wake up the next morning like there's nothing happening. Like you said, Ray, it's some people, they wake up for this. They have nothing better to do.
That's their job.
That's their job. They look on the calendar. Yep, nope, my schedule's clear today. All right, time for the hate. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they thrive off of. If you guys can recognize that, not fall victim to that, you know, understand that no one is better than you. You're not better than anyone else. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we're all the same. We're all fragile. See, the part that trips me out is when people just act so above someone, and you're like, we're all fragile. You know what I mean? You get hit by a car or whatever, more than likely, you know what I'm saying? That's you. Well, unless you're John Wick, of course.
John Wick. Right out my mouth.
We know John Wick. You know what I'm saying? John Wick, there's no car can stop him. You know,
if y'all didn't see our review of John Wick, please go
yes, that's right. Go back and check out that John Wick for a review, baby.
Plug the channel.
That's right. But no, man, if you're just a regular person, you're just as fragile as the next. So there's no need for us to treat each other like that. We're supposed to love each other, uplift each other. You know, have each other's back. And if we was able to do that, man, I just can't imagine. I would love to see a world like that. I know I probably won't ever see it, but I would love to see a world that's close to that. You know what I mean? So for me, man, what you say, Bree?
I want to add, you know, a lot of people want this world to be where we can all get along and live happily ever after, pretty much. But if we want that world, we have to create that world. If you want to have heaven on earth, you got to act like you already in heaven, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? To me, you just can't be out here doing wrong, and when you die, you expect to go to heaven. No, because you carrying that same, how you die is how you carrying on to be, my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really work on yourself to get to where you want to be, even in the afterlife. You know what I mean? I hate to get that deep, but you know,
you just hit a good point, Bree, because you kept going back to you love yourself. It starts with self-love. You can't know how to love anybody until you love yourself first. And you know, we talked about this before. You can't do anything for anybody if you yourself don't have your mind, your mental capacity straight. You know what I mean? You know, and everything in order in your own house. Don't try to fix somebody else's house if yours is not in order first. So no, I totally agree with you with that. It starts with self-love. And you're right, Bree, and we may never see that world. That may never happen, but if we want to see it, we got to start being the change. It's got to start with us, right?
Yeah.
Create your own bubble.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, man. No, like again, I'm honored to sit amongst all of you, and to know that the people that I'm surrounded by, you know, saying my circle, the people that I get my influences from, my you know, who recharges my batteries, are all people who love people. You know what I mean? You have good intentions. You want to see people come up. You know what I mean? We don't sit here and hate on people and like, oh, I hate him because he got something more than I do. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and that's the type of people I roll with. So For you audience people out there, for you viewers, listeners, all of you, that's what you get when you come
Price,
here.
I don't know about that.
What's that, bro?
Hold on, Price. I don't know about that.
What's that?
I'm kind of hating because you got that Mamba jersey. I want a Mamba jersey, dog.
Well, besides hating on my fresh jersey over here,
that
you know
is
what I mean?
That jersey, nice and clean, dog.
It's nice.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to my daughter Shabril Hall, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Houston Mamas team. Shout out to the whole WNFC league that's doing their thing, you know what I mean? All of you, y'all are making the change out here. Y'all in the league of your own. And just remember, there's no crying in football. So that again is a shout out, you know what I mean? For all my Tom Hanks fans, you know what I'm saying? League of their own. Y'all know what it is, baby.
They did a remake of that too.
They did a remake?
TV show.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's out right now.
Oh, man.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, I need to watch. Well, do I? Because y'all know how these remakes go, man.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna watch it. Got a little color.
That's what's up.
Cinematography looked dope, so it looked like it might be decent.
That's what's up. What's that on Prime? Is it Prime Video? Okay, cool.
I know I saw it somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna check it out then. All right, so y'all heard that. Y'all want to help support women in sports or whatever? Go check out go to Prime and check out A League of Your Own. So look, y'all just getting all these nuggets, all this stuff we dropping on y'all, man. You're welcome. So listen, we just want to chime in. I know there were people who wanted to know what does the Hangout feel about this situation. We wanted to give you our version of it. If you are looking for a bunch of drama and hate and so forth and so on and black and white and all this stuff, man, that's just it doesn't live here, man.
You ain't gonna get that here.
You're not gonna get it here. We understand that there's racism. There are people. There are black people who are racist. Understand that. You understand what I'm saying? There's some black people who are racist. And it's just what it is. So I mean, you really can't get away from it. But us ourselves, we love everyone. Do y'all hear that? So it doesn't matter what you are loved here. I don't care what your background is. You got a space here. You know what I mean? You're in a safe zone. All right. What's the safe word? Yeah. that John Wick.
Yeah.
Safe word is pineapple, whatever. Whatever it is.
You say the safe word is John Wick? Good Lord. What a safe word, huh?
Yeah. So we are so happy that you guys tuned in with us to see what our opinion is. Now you got it. Hopefully y'all stick around. If we didn't give you enough drama and whatever, if you feel like, this ain't for you, please believe it. There are outlets out there for you. But if you just want that love, you know what I'm saying, the real heart to heart, then that's what you get here. So thank y'all so much for joining us. This has been another wonderful segment of the Hangout, y'all. Show your love. Don't forget to like and subscribe to YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're everywhere, baby. Everywhere you look. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if you look over your shoulder right now, we might be right there right now. So you know what I'm saying? We're just looking at you, So thank y'all again for joining us for the Hangout. And we'll be back after those messages.
And we out.
Deuces.
Watch these.